So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that makes some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Down with Trubisky. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And he'll give it here to his running back. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Back to throw here. He's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And
blitz coming, and down he goes. Eli Harold in there to get him for a loss of 5. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Making the man in motion. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well.
Check. Patriot.
They go play action with Trubisky. Shakes off the set, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Let's go. All right, now, look at 56.
On second down, Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. On third down, that's done. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Hurry up, here we go.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Again on second and 10, it's Trubisky throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Trying for Wright, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
First and goal here from the 9.
Here we go now.
They'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
So second and goal here from the 9. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick is good. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
No. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go now.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's got White here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Eli Harold in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. Take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a pickup of 8 yards to move them into a 3rd and 13 here.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Perriman in motion right.
Watch him now, Barney.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll power his way up near the 25. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
No. Check, Patriot. All right, now, look at 56.
They go play action. Trubisky. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Again, it's Trubisky. His throw incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Trubisky to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded at about the 28. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can attempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Fresh set of downs here. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And they give this time to the tailback. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Leopard, set, B-19.
Back to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Flush to his right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
10 yards still left on 2nd down, so the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go! Over! Detroit! All right, here we go. Gun!
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Throw left side, complete. That's Grant. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Here's Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Oh, Foster staying down after that last play. Let's hope he's okay. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down.
As we near the end of the game, that was a really nice run as the 2-minute warning begins to loom.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit, Ball pops out, incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Trubisky to throw on second. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Trubisky going to take it on the sneak. He needed 2. He only got 1 on the sneak, and that's going to lead us to a 4th and 1. And you can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up. Trubisky keeps it himself. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Aiken, the man in motion. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Niners on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And out of bounds. Where will they spot it? At the 35-yard line, so great field position coming up. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Trubisky to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Trubisky. And that's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They run the counter now on 1st down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Looks like he'll throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Pernell McPhee in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Niners, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.